So today I'm going to see if we can use alcohol inks with Eco-Resin and ResinCrete. I haven't tried this before. Some of my members have mentioned it, so I thought I'd give it a test. First thing we need to do is mix up our Eco-Resin and our ResinCrete. I'm not going to go through all that again today because I've shown how to do that in so many videos. So I've got that mixed up now, and all I'm going to do is pour that into this mold. I'm going to pour it in fairly slowly so I don't introduce too many bubbles. And I'm going to get it to halfway forward, give it a bit of tappy wappy and a bit of squidgy widgy all the way around. Fill that right up to the top. If I haven't mixed enough up, I can still mix some more up. Although, no, it looks quite good. It looks like I have mixed enough up. Well, that looked like I mixed up exactly enough, so that's perfect. So I'm going to put that to one side because I want that to fully cure before I do anything else with it. And now I'm going to mix up my ResinCrete and fill this one up. So I've got my ResinCrete mixed up now. And again, if I haven't mixed up enough, then I can always mix up a little bit more and add on to that. No, I have mixed up enough for this. Give that a bit of a tap, bit of a wiggle, bit of a squidge going round. Fill that right up to the top. I'm quite excited about this because I don't know if it's going to look awful, or if it's going to look great. Be really interesting to see. That's all filled up now, and we'll leave those to cure. These are both fully cured now. I can take them out of the mould. Now be careful when you're taking out things out of a mould that you've made with Eco-Resins or ResinCrete or Deco-etch, because when you've got a really stiff mould like this and the item is still a little bit damp because of a little bit of contamination there, because it's only been a few hours, then you can break them. But look how amazing that has come out. I mean, I just love that mould. Such a great mould. I can't even remember where I got it from. Now this one is a really tight mould on here, so I'm going to try and remove this without breaking it. It's actually been 3 hours since I cast these. How good does that look? Oh my God. And now I've got to pour alcohol inks on them. But what I need to do with this one before I do anything else, obviously with the Eco-Resin, is to etch it. And I want to etch it before I do anything with the alcohol. Now I'm going to wait 24 hours before I try and etch this, because it's important to wait 24 hours between demoulding it and then etching it. That way you'll get the best results. It's been 24 hours now. I'm going to start etching this. So for this one, I'm trying a new double strength white vinegar. I've done a lot of etching with that previous vinegar. All I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the centre of it first. I don't know why, just fancy doing it like that. And then cover this in the vinegar, the double strength white vinegar. And now I'll leave that in there for about 4 minutes, then I'll rotate it again, and then I'll give it a good brush with the brush that comes with the Eco-Resin. So this has had long enough now in here for me to be able to go over and give it a good brush. It's revealing that texture and those little gems in there beautifully. The double strength vinegar is a success without a doubt. I'll link where I get hold of it in the description below, and it wasn't any more expensive, I don't think. If you can't get hold of it, then the single strength white vinegar works well. It just takes a little bit longer. Oh, look at that. I wish you could see the texture that's come into that. That has just come out so pretty. I don't want to do a test on it because I love that so much, but I will. Well, that has now been etched, rinsed, and I've let it dry, and that has come out beyond my wildest expectations. I absolutely love that. I don't want to ruin it with putting alcohol ink in it because I'd like to use it in my bathroom. So what I did was, and the same with this bowl. Look at that. I mean, that is just awesome, isn't it? So what I did was I made another one, but I made it with a coaster, etched it the same. I do think that 2 times double strength white vinegar is absolutely awesome for getting this. It gives a great result. So I've done those 2. I'm going to move those to one side, and I'm going to test it on these first before I test the alcohol ink on anything else, because I just don't want to ruin it. And I know that's unlike me. So I've got some 99% alcohol here in a pipette, and I've got my alcohol colours. Let's see how they react to this. The first thing I'm going to do is drop a bit on there, a bit of yellow. It's sunk into the Eco-Resin really well and has coloured that lovely and left all those pieces showing through. Look at that. On the ResinCrete, it's sitting on the top. So we may need to let that dry on the top of there, but that doesn't matter. So before this dries, what we could do is put a bit on here and then add a bit of colour on top of that, like that, and blow it and get some nice patterns, because it does sit on. We wouldn't be able to do that with the Decor Etch. Put a bit of alcohol on there as well. Drift that around. That might give us an amazing pattern. It's almost working like Yupo paper. It's just sitting on the top and moving around. And then we're going to have to wait for it to dry. Try a bit of blue there. And then I'm going to drop a bit of the pearlescent white on this. Need to give that a shake. I always forget. A couple of drops of alcohol on that. And then a couple of drops around it as well. Oh, look how pretty that is going. Try a deeper red here. Again, a couple of drops on top of it. Bit more blue, and I'm going to allow that to do its thing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a few bits of alcohol on here to get that to spread out. And now I'm going to leave that to dry. I think that's going to be quite psychedelic and hopefully very pretty. But it's going to take a while for it to dry, probably about 10-15 minutes. And while that's drying, all I'm going to do is do a bit more on this one. See if I can get some really pretty colours blending into each other. Loving the way it's reacting with this Decor Etch. Pearlescent white I put in the middle. And now we'll leave those both to dry and we can come back to them. Well, while that one's drying, I've decided I really like the way that that's come out. So what I'm going to do is, for this one, I'm putting some of this peach colour on the bottom, all the way around. And it's still leaving that beautiful texture and those pieces coming through as well when they're dry. So now I've got the bottom done, I'm going to do the top in medium yellow, going all the way down. I'm going to use this in my bathroom to put little bits in. Would be good for toothbrushes, but we use electric toothbrushes. And then where the yellow meets the peach, I'm popping a little bit of alcohol, neat alcohol on that edge. Try and feather it out a little bit. And again, around the top edge as well. And we'll let those dry. So I've decided now as well, because I can't help myself, the inside of this, I'm going to be using a mixture of the pastel lemon pie, like that. And all I'm going to do is drop my brush into a little bit of this blue colour, like that. And then I'm going to use that to paint the bottom of this. And then I'm going to leave the outside the colour it was. I'm quite liking that to start with. And all I'm going to do is put my brush in, again, a little bit of that blue, and do some extra lines going through it. This is definitely a new way. I've never seen this done before. And you might say, well, there's a good reason for that. Well, I don't think there is, because I think this is coming out absolutely stunning. I'm loving that. Now, the only hardest thing for me now is to try and get this done without messing up the sides, outsides, and the bits that I don't want to mess up. I've already done. And I'm not sure there's any other of these eco-resins that would work like this, because without a doubt, ResinCrete is the whitest on the market and, in my opinion, dries the smoothest as well. So now I've got to see if I can get these edges done without making a mess. Well, these are all dry now. I left them about half an hour, and I think, to me, that has come out stunning. It's given a whole new dimension to what I've been doing. And I did manage to keep the outside white. I also love the look of this as well on the Decor Etch. I don't know what the pastels will do to the Decor Etch. A quick look on the reverse of this coaster. And the pastels have come out quite nice on here. And I think it works well for the Decor Etch. But it is a magnificent for the ResinCrete. There is no doubt about it. And that should be fairly permanent in there. But I want to seal it first before I do anything else with it. So I'm going to seal it, and I'm going to try using the ResinCrete sealer, because this is the best sealer there is. I use it for loads of things, including decoupage and all sorts of things. I'm going to be using a brand new sponge for this, because I want to see if any of this alcohol ink comes off on the sponge. And the sponge method is without a doubt the best method to put your sealer on. So that's nice and sealed now. Look how glossy that is. And a little bit of alcohol ink has come off, but it normally does. Something normally does transfer over, but it hasn't ruined that at all. And I'll let that dry, and I'll let that dry for probably an hour before I put a second coat on it. This one I'm also going to seal, and then we can look at them once they're all sealed. Actually, not much has come off this one at all. Look, hardly any. Practice on here first as well to see if this is going to seal. Probably doesn't need to as much on these Decor-Etch ones. That seems to have rubbed that pearlescent one around a little bit more, but that has sealed. For the Decor-Etch, using the sponge is not the greatest way to go. What I'm going to do is use a soft brush and paint it on. It's much quicker. You don't need the smoother surface finish because your surface isn't smooth to start with anyway. You've got that lovely stone finish to it. Well, these have all finished now, and they're lovely and dry. They've come out great. These, I mean, look how shiny that has come out. These were just testers, so I wasn't really trying to do anything other than test the colours on those. But they've come out wonderful, so shiny and really well protected. These are an absolute, I think, triumph. I love it. Nice and pure white around the outside, all nice and sealed, and beautiful and sealed and glossy on the inside. And because I've done 2 full coats on that, that'll be waterproof as well if I leave it for another 48 hours. And I could put something in there, oasis, flowers, or use it for lots of different things. But don't you agree that those alcohol inks are just magnificent on there? I'd love to know what you think. And this one sealed up lovely. I really like that. The texture is great and it feels good. So alcohol inks definitely work for both of them. Check out the video I've got coming up next, which was an experiment using Decor-Etch where I added pieces to it to see if that would come through. Came out brilliant. Do that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.